Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings. And
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jaguars and the Dolphins, coming up next.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olson. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week one. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement
opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, oh, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Tua. This is caught at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle, touchdown Miami. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
ETN is able to move the chains, and when you look at what he can do both in the run game and the passing game, you can see why the Jaguars invested a first-round pick in him just a few years ago. Over 1,000 rushing yards each of the last 2 seasons, but it's really the total scrimmage yards that really makes him stand out.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd down, Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Lawrence on the draw. It's Etienne. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. David Long there on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Etienne.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They put Strange in motion. Lawrence throwing on fourth down. Inside the 10, it is caught. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with ETN. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's second and 6. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's to his new acquisition in 2024, Odell Beckham Jr. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
In motion comes Beckham. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll go back to Odell. They connect again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Third and 9. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Jake Bailey now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Open man downfield, that's Ingram. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Nice job there by Evan Ingram, giving his offense a new fresh set of downs to work with. And just a year ago, Mike, it's crazy. I mean, he had 114 catches. That led all tight ends, made the second Pro Bowl of his career. He's found a good home in Jacksonville. They're going to need more of that production as they try to get this offense to take the next step.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Tua gives it to Mostert. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua, going to give it to Achane. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Foye Oluokun with the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. That's to the outside. He's got Smith.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. To the air again, Tungo Bailoa. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jags offense getting set to get back to work. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It'll just end up a little bit short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now here's Lawrence. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They go play action for Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Duvernay in motion. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A short game, down to the 7. Now here's second and goal. To throw is Lawrence. Now he takes off. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. Lawrence. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. In motion, it's Waddle. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Keelan Robinson to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Pass to the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lawrence now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. To throw is Lawrence. Duvernay with the grab. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
That caught by Davis. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be from 42 yards out. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson, J.J. to J.J., hooking up on a touchdown pass. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Got his man. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the draw, the give to Etienne. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Davis with a nice first down grab, and he's really developed into a good receiver, especially these last few seasons, going over 700 yards in each of the previous 2. That level of consistency is one of the main reasons.
In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Whoa! And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On the ground is H.A. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. It was Joe Tryon-Shoyinka able to bring him down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. In motion comes Beckham. He'll try and run it here. It's H.A. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Slot receiver, headed right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Tua. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their 1st sack of the day. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Jaguars offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Lawrence on the draw, it's Etienne. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Now here's Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. To the right, on the run, it's Etienne. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end. You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. That's Jalen Waddle, who's in some discomfort. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Man in motion is Berrios. Here's a handoff to HN, running left. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Tua. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They face 2nd down and 7. Lawrence now. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. We'll try and run here with Bigsby. He will have a Jaguars 1st down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Bigsby. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, they go with Bigsby. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hill brought in motion. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he's got 1st down yardage. Bring it out to the 24.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Now Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open. It's Beckham. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
In motion comes Beckham. Tua going to give it to Achane. Achane, a 1st down, and then some. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal. Here's Achane. Powering forward. He's in. Javon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. Play action. Tagovailoa. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. He locates the big tight end, Jaguars. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Duvernay with the grab. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Lawrence. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Kirk Touchdown, Jacksonville.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Mostert now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They'll find Mostert out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Tua now on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa. He keeps it himself. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
And a short pickup down to the 21. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
This is 1st and 10. Bigsby. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Second down, Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. Now it's Bigsby. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw is Tua. To the outside, he's got Waddle.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's into the hands of Smythe, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
In motion, it's Waddle. A run out of the gun with Achane. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. To throw is Tua. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's a give to Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Two minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. Tua. Quick throw here is complete. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So a win here for the Dolphins. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.